How you doing? I'm Nate, a lifelong educator and creator of Coach Ed, and I made it because I finished my career as an athletic director. And in that time, I was frustrated with the lack of I didn't have any way to encourage my coaches to grow. I could encourage them to go to a clinic, and some did on their own accord. But when they came back, what do you say? You ask them how it went. They say it went fine. And there was no conversation. I wanted to have conversations about growth. In some instances, I had coaches I wanted to encourage. In others, there were ideas I wanted to share with them, but across the table, it could always be sticky. So I finally pulled the trigger and created an online platform so that an athletic director could use to encourage his or her coaches to grow. So here it is. I want to show it to you. It is Coach Ed, and the idea behind Coach Ed is to encourage your people. I want to give you a chance to keep your people and to encourage your people to become better coaches. And I think that coaches grow, people grow, if we're having conversations that cause us to critically think about what it is we're doing, how we do things, and our conversations about how we could be doing things better. Always kind of asking ourselves, is there anything in our program that we could improve? And if we can cause those conversations to be happening as athletic administrators, we're helping our team grow. And so that's the idea behind Coach Ed. So Coach Ed has three main pillars. The first is it's these courses. Now, these courses are never take the course, check the box, I'm done, I've grown. They're here as a resource when you feel like a coach needs it. Maybe you have a coach that's a first-year coach, and there's a couple pieces of the puzzle you want to make sure they get. You forward them the video. You make sure they've watched it. Is there a coach that is trying to build loyalty within their staff, right? There's a little course from an expert on how to build loyalty in your staff. So the coursework here from experts gives you some actual real tools to forward to your coaches when you feel like he or she needs them. The second pillar is, it's mic'd up practices. I truly believe that the number one way you can affect the product you put out on the field or on the court is how you practice. You need to maximize that time. And so the reality is that everybody else that does what we do as coaches is practicing at the same time we practice. So how exactly do I get out and go watch them? And so that's why mic'd up practices are so powerful. I go out, I record, I put a mic on a great coach, and we watch them practice, and we cut it down to the highlights, and we put it up here. We've got football practices and volleyball practices from state champs, dance practice, cheer practice. Our last one here is from, this is South Elgin, Illinois, who won the cheer state title in Illinois 2 years ago. This was incredible. I honestly, I was awfully clueless as to how much went into a high-quality cheer practice. But we've got soccer state champs and cross-country state champs here out of Kentucky. So much content, and that's just the fall sports, right? Here comes winter season, and we'll be getting into gyms and wrestling rooms and ice arenas to continue with mic'd up practices. And finally, pillar number 3 is coaches, great coaches, sharing ideas. We ask them, hey, you're great at what you do. Can you share with us 20 minutes or less, one presentation on the topic of your choice, something that you feel like in your program moves the needle? We want to hear that. Now, right here, you'll see this is the last 10 years of my life. I was doing a football site. This is all while teaching and coaching. I was recording all of these. This is hundreds and hundreds of videos, each a road trip that I took personally from all over the country. There's Fort Myers, Florida, to South Carolina, Dutch Fork, South Carolina. There's Cleveland, Ohio. Salt Lake City, Utah, all over the place. And that's while I was teaching and coaching. And so now I am full-time producing and traveling and finding great coaches. And so now that third piece of the puzzle is the coaches share. So there's your look at what Coach Ed is. And the idea is that an athletic director can now be a part of the conversation or have multiple coaches on staff, maybe from different sports, watching one video and beginning a conversation together. And it takes that tension away where a coach can be defensive with you because you're evaluating them and they don't want to let that wall down, that guard down of something I could have done better. Now instead, watch another coach, watch a third party talk about something coaching or watch them coach and critique them yourselves. You can both agree on something that you don't like in their practice. But it has torn down that wall and allowed you to be a part of meaningful conversations. And now you and your staff as a whole, you are being intentional about growing. I'm so excited about this project. It's people, it's people, it's people. If you want to affect your athletic department, I love putting my logo on cool things and getting fancy stuff and getting new uniforms and new facilities. I love it too. It looks great. But if you really want to impact, it's people. Pour into your people. And that's why I created Coach Ed. I'm excited about it. I want this to outlive me. And if you want to know more, be sure to reach out to us. But you can request an invoice at any time right over there. But it's coach-ed.info.